Ever been in one of those relationships where the flame has disappeared and you know the relationship doesn't work anymore? But without that flame in anything in life, whether it's health, your career, your personal development, without it, you're not going to want to break through. Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I am your host, James Boardman, and if you are coming through, please do let me know. Good morning, you beautiful people. How are we doing? Hope you are good. Look at this stunning setting here. I have missed this over the last couple of months in the dedication and time and effort that I've been putting into trying to get that run done at the weekend, and I really feel like I've just unloaded a Bergen, heavy Bergen that I've been carrying for nearly 4 or 5 months, 6 months probably, and can now let it go. How is everyone? I fucking genuinely miss doing the shows. I love doing the shows. It's a real passion of mine to be able to talk in the morning to you guys. So let's talk. Like the weekend, tempted the 100. Guys, I never really expected to complete the 100. Physically, I knew that I wasn't in the right condition, and I think my physio was almost begging me not to do it because of my calves. But I just wanted, you know what? I just wanted to fucking show up, and I think that's what it's all about, right? How can I possibly ask you guys to show up if I'm not there at the start line? And the way that I thought about this was that when I wake up on Saturday morning, am I going to be comfortable waking up in my bed knowing that I didn't even give it a go, or waking up on the start line, you know, and giving it my best shot? And I think that's what we kind of need to look at, right? I mean, that's my biggest takeaway, is showing up and trying to encourage others just to show up. Like, the win is sometimes we can win without winning, if that makes sense. So the winning for me would have, like, you know, we made it to 100 and we got the medal, great. But I've done it twice before, so I'm not going to beat myself up. But the winning for me was that, you know what, we're going to show up and we're going to do this. We're going to give it our best shot. And when it comes at the very start, when I was talking about that flame in a relationship, hang on, I just want to wake up. Yes. When we have that flame in a relationship, you know, when you want to do something for someone, when you really care and have passion and drive for somebody that you love, like this Muppet, you're willing to do anything. You've got that desire and drive and that love. And when I was out on that run, if that was my first 100, I probably would have said to myself, I'm gonna do this run whether my calf tears away from my bone or not. You know, that's the extremity that we would have gone through. And my mentality is that I would always finish something, but because there was no necessarily no flame, because there was no like huge desire, I didn't want to put my body on the line, you know. And it taught me something about ultra running that I already knew, and that's been an incredible chapter of my life for 4 years. 4 years. I've done 2 100s where I've completed. I've now done 6 50s and something like 8 34 milers, and I love it. And it's not that I'm never going to not do it again, because I imagine that I would like to try and do it. I always want to do a 50 on my 50th birthday. But we all need fresh challenges. We need to really be emotionally connected to something that keeps us hungry, something that gives us desire and passion and that drive to get up and really go for it, okay? Something that we're willing to put it all on the line. And I think there has to be an element of passion and physical and mental and emotional desire to achieve that. And that's something I have towards attaining an Ironman status. I want to do an Ironman. Now, I'm not very good at swimming at the minute, but I will be. And it's almost going to be a 2-year process of building up triathlons, doing a half Ironman next summer, then doing an Ironman the following summer, and then building up something new, something fresh in my life. And I feel like, guys, when you are doing something like this, it's important to keep things fresh, to test your comfort zones. Because, yeah, you could be the best runner, but sometimes you can feel like you're plateauing a little bit because you're just running. And then it's a case of going, well, why don't I try something different? Like, why don't I try cycling or swimming Or why don't I try a martial arts? Why don't I try and compete in a jiu-jitsu tournament or a fucking boxing tournament? Why don't I push myself out of that comfort zone? Because I think what I did is become very stale and plateaued in what I was doing because I was doing so much of it. I've run now for years, fucking 4 years on the go. Stop it, 4 years on the go. And I just feel like I need to change things up. And I feel that to achieve our potential as men, I feel like we need to recognise that. It's important to, right? It's important to have that flame or that emotional connection to getting up and doing something different. Like, you can only get so many 10k medals. You can only get so many 5k medals before the fire disappears and we suddenly have to go, right, fucking what's next? What's next? What's next? So for me, I'm going down the route of triathlons. I'm going down the route of half Ironman. That's the way I'm going to go. What about you? I'd love to know in the comments what you're working towards right now. I'd love to know what you want to do, but maybe a bit fearful of doing. And let's see, as a community of men right here, whether we can encourage each other to go ahead and do that. And if you fancy doing a half Ironman with me as well, then fucking just do it in the comments. It'd be great to have as many people doing something way out of their comfort zone with me, alongside me, than rather just hiding behind a little bit of fear. And I know it's difficult. It can be fucking hard to overcome that overthinking and that fear of, like, can I actually do this? When you know you can, but it'd be great to do something together. So it's great to be back on a show. It's really just a hello reflection of the weekend. It's been a long 6 months. It's so good to get back to my morning routine after it being dominated by running and commitments. It's good to get this back and bringing you the sunrise and the sea and the morning show and the Rise to Thrive show. I'll probably jump on board tomorrow as well if you're about, and just kind of getting you all focused and hungry and ready for Q3 that's coming up. It's going to be an important quarter for all of you, because Q4 is pretty dark and gloomy. So we really want to make sure that we're preparing ourselves mentally and emotionally for the year ahead, taking as much opportunity as we can to make this year count, make sure that we're winning, make sure that you're on top of your game, and making sure that you're in the right direction. All right, boys, great to see you again. Catch up with you soon. Tomorrow morning, 5:30. Take it easy.